So in the California Redlands Mission, there was a pretty good foundation of membership. There's 7 stakes in it, if I remember right. Yeah, I'll correct myself if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's 7. There's one temple, which is nice because that's like the temple for the area, is the Redlands Temple. The closest ones outside of that are Newport Beach and San Diego and Los Angeles. But even then, it's at least 60, 70 miles away. And so it's nice to have a temple that's like right at the headquarters of the mission. There was anywhere between like 190 to 220 missionaries, I'd say. I could be wrong, but like there's also a pretty good balance of elders and sisters. At one point, there was almost more sisters than elders. We were getting so many sisters with the influx of missionaries. With that, there's about 7 zones, 7 stakes. There's about that many zones for the mission, and it's so yeah. The church, most areas are wards. There's a few branches. There's like one English branch that's out in the mountains, just because it's kind of far away, and there's maybe a couple Spanish branches. Actually, one of the Spanish branches actually became a ward maybe about a year ago. And so that's that. There's Spanish speaking and English speaking. Those are the calls that they issue for the Redlands Mission. And so there's Spanish units and English units. There's also some Polynesian units. There's 1 Tongan ward, and then 2 Samoan wards and a Samoan branch. And there are mostly car areas and biking areas. Occasionally there will be a walking area for sisters if it's a small, safe geographical area. But the mission itself, half of it, about half the stakes are in kind of a suburban area. The cities that the mission covers are from west to east. It goes Fontana, that's a stake. Rialto is a stake. San Bernardino, Redlands and Highland, Yucaipa, then Palm Desert, and Yucca Valley. And so once you get out to Yucaipa and Palm Desert and Yucca Valley, that's the desert. You go out to pretty much to Las Vegas. It stretches out. So that's the biggest geographical area, and they'll always have cars out there, pretty much. And then the other areas, Fontana, Rialto, San Bernardino, Redlands, are pretty compacted. And so, like, that's a smaller suburban area. So, again, the California Redlands Mission, it kind of has a cool background because that whole area was founded by members of the church. Originally, when pioneers came to California from Utah, they pioneered that valley and that area of California, and so it has kind of like LDS roots. And there's even a place, it's just outside the mission, called Mormon Rock. But it is cool to think that you're serving in an area that was once populated mostly by Mormons, and so that's just something interesting about the mission.